This episode's brought to you by Arc Raiders, a multiplayer extraction adventure video game set in a lethal yet vibrant future Earth. Available now for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. ArcRaiders.com. What's up and welcome back to Kinda Funny's Alien and Predator in Review. That's right, we are ranking, recapping, and reviewing every single Alien, Predator, and Alien versus Predator movie, including Prometheus and everything in between, animated or not, Nick.
Greg just smelled me.
Yeah?
And then gave me a stamp of approval.
Yeah,
he's got a good smell. Good solid smell.
We don't talk about each other's smells enough, Andy.
We don't.
You were talking about my smell recently. What'd you say I smelled
Andy
like?
smells good too.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't remember a little piece of paper?
Well, first off, that was a private note, and I don't think we should be bringing
private note.
Private note between me and Nick. Me and Nick.
Told you that in confidence.
If these little looky-loos look at it, I can't be held responsible. That was a private note. You've crossed the line, all right, everybody? I don't come into your emails.
Smelling you.
Of course, I'm Tim Geddes. Unfortunately, I am with Greg Miller, but I'm also with Andy Cortez.
Hello.
And Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
I like the colors we got going on.
Vibrant.
It is vibrant over there, yeah.
Greg and I match. Is nice.
Come on,
Nice
put them up.
complimentary
Put them up.
colors.
Do that.
Those are
Do
really
like
nice,
this.
though. Yeah.
That's what we're
Nice
talking
together.
about. This is it.
We look like a nitro.
This is how the
show.
assholes fist.
Oh,
Gee.
whoa.
Oh, my Lord. Those are words
It looks
together.
like barbed wire.
Oh, man. If you love what we do, and I don't understand why you would, please support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, Apple, or Spotify to get the shows ad-free and a daily exclusive Greg Way. Greg, do you know what today's is?
Yeah, today's was 17 minutes of my reaction to the Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition and update news.
Very, very cool. Of course, this is Kind of Funny's in Review, where we rank, recap, and review different movie franchises. We are back to Alien versus Predator for this week and next week. We are doing Predator Killer of Killers this week, and next week we're returning to actually going to the theater for the very first time for one of these movies.
Wow.
With Predator Badlands.
Whoa.
Yeah, because this is gonna I guess Romulus was the last theatrically released movie. And we didn't watch that.
I had to close my eyes when that trailer popped up. I
Yeah, me too.
don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to know.
skipped through it real quick. I know nothing about Badlands.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
know anything about
Yeah.
Badlands.
Okay.
I saw the image, and that's all I know.
All
But
I know
also-
now is the girl from Death Stranding 2's in it.
Yeah, but also I've just been so confused with Hunter
Hunter.
Killers.
Killer of Killers,
Hawk.
Badlands. Wasn't there enough? Man, I was just very confused
Predator
with,
too.
like all of the releasings of is this a TV show? Is this a Hulu thing?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't really know. And I thought that this Badlands one was also going to be just a Hulu thing. But
No.
I'm very excited that it's getting a big blockbuster release.
Yeah. Dan Trachtenberg's first Alien and Predator theatrical movie.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Yeah, because Prey was just Hulu.
Yeah, and so was this. Very exciting.
Nice.
He's in charge of everything now.
Well, I hope so, man. We got to get him there. Thank you to our Patreon producers, James Hastings, Carl Jacobs, and Omega Buster. Next week, like I was saying, we are doing Predator Badlands, so that's very exciting, and that will kind of complete the Alien Predator in review for now. I'm sure there will be more. But today we're talking about Predator Killer of Killers, released on June 6th, 2025 on Hulu and Disney+. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes, and let me tell you, you'll love to see it. Seeing that number pop up, I was like, under an hour 30.
Yeah.
Wow, what a treat. This one was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who, of course, we've been talking about a lot. He did the Portal No Escape short back in the day. His feature film debut was 10 Cloverfield Lane, which got him a Directors Guild of America Award nomination for Outstanding Directing, first-time feature film. And then he went on to do Prey, Predator Badlands, and this Predator Killer of Killers, as well as a bunch of TV that we love, including some of the best episodes of The Boys and Black Mirror and Stranger Things. So very, very cool.
He's got the sauce.
He's got the sauce.
Music by Benjamin Wallfish, who's been doing a lot of movies we've been reviewing recently, including Conjuring Last Rites, but more importantly, Alien, Romulus, and Badlands. So there's kind of like a little connective tissue between the Alien Predator movies under the Dan Trachtenberg vision, which I think is pretty interesting, and we should probably keep our eyes on that.
Keep your eye on the
As we,
wallfish.
get to Predator Badlands and beyond.
If an alien came to Earth, I feel like and they were trying to blend in. That's a name they'd throw out.
Benjamin
I'm,
Wallfish.
I'm Steve Wallfish.
Yeah.
You know, okay, fuck. That's a weird thing to say. Why
You walk into an aquarium.
Why you drink?
fish?
Why you drinking motor oil? What are you doing?
This one has a budget of 50 million buckaroos. Who do I want to start with? I want to start with Greg. Greg
Hi.
Miller.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear.
I
that.
want to hear about your thoughts on Predator, Killer of Killers.
I really enjoyed the first two. I think it's a movie that splits in half for me, and not literal half, but like the first two stories I thought were so good. When we got into we're flying planes and we're out on the wing and doing this thing, I was like, now we're getting to silly. This is a little too. I know it's it's Predator, but I'm like, this is a little too far fetched in terms of what it is for this to then be part of the Predator universe. And then the same thing of the ending there, where just a lot of shenanigans, and it feels like the first two didn't feel like a cartoon. They felt like I was watching an animated movie, and the second two I felt like, oh, now we're into it's a zany cartoon. These guys are gonna get out of here, no harm, no foul, and I mean, guy gets his arm cut off. But you know what I mean? Like he gets his arm cut off, and he's still fucking fine. It's like, all right. The ending of it soured me a bit. Not like I hate this by any stretch of the imagination. I had a good time, blah blah blah. But like, I also so I don't appreciate the third story as much, right? This how we did it. We're out in the blah blah blah, and then the finale in general. I'm just not a fan of like. I've always thought it was cool that if you beat a predator, the predators were like, "Great fucking job. Here's a gift. We'll see you later."
Yeah.
And then this movie's like, "No, they come and capture you and put you in ice tanks." And I'm like, "All right, like I don't." Granted, maybe it's just one tribe of predators that's doing this, but I'm like, I think that's kind of lame. I don't like that.
Yeah. Like, do you want cash or store credit? You know, like I love it.
And then imagine when they come back too. They're like, "Oh, get in the fucking!" Like, what are you doing? I got the gun. I got the thing. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I didn't hate the ending of it. I thought it was fun, but I'm sort of looking at this as like an ancillary piece of content to the Predator franchise.
I mean, now that it's Dan Trachtenberg, I imagine.
I know.
I imagined we're going to see it
now.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of references to this in the new one.
It was interesting, and the one thing I do love about it is that there's a potential to bring back some of these characters that we'd like to see again. Like I'd love to see Dutch again. I'd love to see Danny Glover's character again. Obviously, the actress from Prey could absolutely reprise that role. So I think that is cool, but I'm with you on that one. I kind of got to the end. I was like, there's no. But then I also love things that end on that note, and that's such a hallmark of the Predator franchise of being like, the movie's over, but is that character going to be fucked up forever, like always? You know, like, but we see Dutch is like on the on death's door in the helicopter, and in Predators, obviously they're like, cool, we beat the Predator, now we got to get off this fucking planet. So I do love that he kept with that vibe of it.
But I like that for Predators of like that was something out of the ordinary they did, right? Like I appreciated that more than all of a sudden Dutch is there, especially. And I know this is such a nerdy fucking stupid thing to bring in, but like the Predator Hunting Ground game did use Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dutch with the audio recordings that were supposed to be what happened after the fact and where we were. And I don't know, I didn't listen to them all, so I'm not even like this gets in the way of that canon.
You
But
didn't get
again,
the platinum.
no, it's really hard.
Yeah, there's some.
And also, remember when Mike came in and just broke our spirits? I was like, damn, still like Mike's amazing at this game.
Yeah, there's also some canon with like Dutch and his brother and things like that have gone on in like the comic books and some of the books behind the scenes. But I don't know.
And I get it.
I don't know how fast.
Do your own
we can
stamp
play
and do
with
your
this
own
stuff.
thing. I'm still excited for Badlands. This movie did not go into the bad movies. You know, when we get to that point of where here are the good Alien vs Predator movies, here are the bad ones.
Nick, what'd you think overall of the movie?
I really liked it overall. I think it's cool. I don't, it's a light on plot. Obviously, it's very much almost like an anthology movie where you do see these 3 vignettes. And I think my favorite, of course, is the one that's happening in Japan. That was
Amazing.
awesome. The choreography is amazing. The visuals are amazing. I love this animated style. It's very like kind of, I want to say Spider-Verse-y, with the framiness of it. But I think after a while, it just lulls you in, and it really, really helps the frenetic action. I think it's beautifully art directed, and I think it's a fun, cool story. It reads like a comic book. It reads like you're just little vignettes of these slices of life, and it leaves you wanting more. I'm interested to see what will happen with these characters. They've teased it out, but I don't know that we'll ever come back to it, and that's okay with me as well.
Andy.
I really liked it. Had a great time with it. I totally agree with Greg, just not like as hard of an agreement. Not vehemently, where, I think the first 2 acts of this are so much fun and so awesome. And it had me about every 5 minutes going like, oh shit, like the level of gore and and just gruesome deaths and awful violent shit that's happening in this movie is really awesome. And it's really creative, and they get really creative with like the one shot in the Viking area, and then finding cool ways to use the weapons and creative things that you see a killing and you go, damn, that's a really cool and creative thing to do right there with that weapon in that moment. But yeah, I think that the third section with the World War II pilot kind of lost me a little bit. Like, I totally agree with Greg, and I felt the same way. It's like when we got to that third one, it's like, oh, this feels like I'm watching more of an animated movie, and maybe that I think a lot of it has to do with the like acting and the voice sort of cast, where it's like it felt like a cartoon. If you close your eyes, it's like I'm listening to an animated voice actor, and that kind of like made it seem less serious, even though it was still very, very violent. And they still did some really awesome stuff with the action that I enjoyed. But I actually really enjoyed the finale of it all. I really liked the team up at the end, and again, a lot more creative deaths, a lot more creative ways for this team to kind of get together and say, no, I've beat one of these things. We can fight this. We can do this. And yeah, by the end of it, as they're heading out and every plane is leaving, I'm like, okay, well, we know what happened.
Yeah, they're
like,
fucked. They're not getting.
They're not even really. You got to give us like a sliver of a chance. Like, make the planes take off maybe 15 seconds later, as opposed to like everybody just on standby. Like they're all wait. They're like they're the Uber drivers out by the restaurants, like waiting for their orders and shit. It was like, oh, okay, well, they are definitely screwed. But I really enjoyed it. It was way better than it has any business being. And I immediately like texted my dad. I was like, you got to watch this. This is awesome. Great action, a lot of fun, great choreography. And the art style, again, very Spider-Verse-y, but I thought it reminded me a lot, the way the textures and coloring looked, reminded me a lot of Arcane. Super, super solid stuff.
For me, my notes I put down is I can't get over how much this looks like Telltale Games. Like
right.
A Viking one, when I'm watching it for the first time, this looks so much like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones from Telltale.
Yeah. Tim, what did you think?
Am I the only one that thought, by the way, that when you saw this might just be me, when you see the dog tags, I was like, fuck. Because I remember someone saying something of Arnold coming back in one of these. And when I saw the dog tags, I was like, if that says fucking Shaver on it or Dutch, I'm going to lose my shit. And it didn't. But then we see him at the end. I was like, oh, that would have been so cool if it was just him. And he's like, fuck, they got me.
I think this is as good as it gets, man. This is fucking awesome. I had a blast watching the entire thing. I think that I agree with you guys that the third one is the weakest. When we were getting there, it's like, okay, cool. We got the shield. We got the sword. What's the third one going to be? I'm thinking about it. And it's like, all right, the bullet. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to like some wartime stuff, cool, World War II, whatever. And just inherently, I'm less interested, right? Like, I think going in, I'm like, the Viking stuff, cool, we're going to get some God of War type shit, and we did. The Japan stuff, we're about to get the dopest stealth ninja shit, and we did. World War, I'm like, what are we going to do here? I don't think it's going to be that interesting. They blew me away, though. I was shocked at how cool the choreography with the plane fight was, and like going up in the sky to like play with the heat and all that stuff. Like, that stuff made it all worth it. I totally agree about the animated voice acting stuff, but I think that's just because it was the only section with English voice acting, right? The Japanese section had like no dialogue at all, except for like the beginning and end, and it was like 4 lines of Japanese, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the Viking stuff, I feel, was so over the top and just Viking epic shit that, and also a lot more limited. Whereas we got this guy, I'm a plucky dude, talkie, and it's just like doesn't fit.
It got a little too what if.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%. Yeah. But that didn't get in the way for me because I think that I was shocked at how it all came together of all of their storylines and their character kind of like past issues that they had that they're trying to resolve and all that, like the Viking mom with the kid and her family trauma and how that comes back with this new kid kind of representing her old kid, and the brothers that had to betray each other but like showed mercy and all this stuff. I'm like, holy crap, this all tied together in like a way that I didn't think was going to be possible for them to pull off. But what was the most impressive to me is just they went into this with cool fight scenes in mind and like cool use of all the Predator stuff. Them all having the Predator weapons we know, but being like, how do we take this further because it's animated so we can do the cool shit we can't do in live action? And they did. How do we play with the heat stuff? How do we play with all the tech that we know and place it in these like very also defined eras that we've seen so much content of. Like we've seen ninjas fight 1,000 times, but ninjas with the Predator, what does that change? And I think that they answered that question beautifully here. And getting to the end, it's like, I honestly, watching all these movies, it's like, it's been such a roller coaster of highs and lows and whatever. Watching them all has been worth it to get to this point that I actually feel like we are going in a direction with quality in mind and caring about building a canon.
Sure.
I love that. Like, I had the same thought that Greg's implying of the, once we get there, it's like, hey, leave them alone. They already beat one of these guys. Like, why are you doing this again? But then I'm like, Prey is my number one on this list, and that the credits end with seeing the ship come back to that tribe, right? So I'm like, cool, let's go with that. I like that. It feels like they are building a Trachtenberg Predator and hopefully eventually Alien universe. And I'm fucking in, man. Like I just, so far, it's like he is so 2 for 2 for me that I can't imagine Badlands not continuing to live up to that. But this entire thing I was so happy with, and going in I was kind of like, do we need a Predator animated movie? Like I don't even know. As cool as that sounds, can it really live up to my expectations? And when we get that one shot of the Viking with the blade shields like ripping through things, I'm like, oh man. And it only got better from
I'm going to knock on the front door. Fucking go get him, Mama. Throwing
the dude's head at the fucking wooden stake and then sticking the shield in between the doors and then grabbing the dude. Oh my, like this, it was like, whenever I see whenever I think about how I want better writing in like more games, I'm always saying like, man, I wish the dude who wrote Citizen Sleeper, I wish they were just contracted to write a bunch of other games. Like just get that talent elsewhere. I'm like, hey, a lot of Hollywood people, if you maybe aren't confident about your action, hire whoever's doing all of this shit. Cause like it was just so cool and fun, and it was just so creative with what they were doing with weapon sets.
Yeah, well, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just real quick, the music, obviously, I love the Predator theme, and it was severely lacking in Prey, and here they're like, no, it's not lacking at all. We're going to do it in all the different styles. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It really, to me, added to the entire experience. It made it feel authentic and not just like a cartoon. It felt like this matters, this is canon, this is equal to the others. And the movie ending with the girl from Prey, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then the post credits with Dutch and Danny Glover, I'm like, oh my god, this is how you do this.
Yeah,
it's animated. You can bring them back,
bring them all back,
use their voices. We don't need to de-age them. We don't need to do weird shit.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You had to Uber home. You know what I mean? You had to go to the bathroom in the credits, even for a movie you're watching at home.
I was sitting in the beanbag. I was like, whoo-wee, that's a good fucking movie, man. Turn that shit off. And I didn't know.
That is hilarious. Well, I do have a fun
I'm busting out right here.
That's cool.
A story for you guys that you may or may not know. Apparently, that post credits wasn't in the original release. So this movie came out in June.
I didn't know that.
At Comic-Con this year, they did a panel for this, and they revealed that second one, and then they added it to Hulu that night. Which to me kind of implies there's a plan.
Oh, there's a plan.
And that plan might not have been ready at that point, but that reads good to me because it shows it was a success on Hulu. They have something there, and like maybe they have big
in the belief, coming. Like we're talking about, of what they're doing, what Trachtenberg's doing, where it's going.
Because the first version just had the girl from Prey.
Yeah,
the second one.
Do you know? Have you? Like, we're talking about how we don't know anything about Badlands. Have you been keeping up on Badlands?
I've seen the Badlands. I've seen a couple Badlands trailers.
I see a screenshot all the time. Like, there's a new, and I'm like, nope, cut it off. I don't
but I saw the trailers months ago before I watched a lot of these movies, so I had no context.
I've seen the trailers for it. Couldn't tell you, but I do know that some of the visuals look very similar to the visuals at the end of this one. So
cool.
As far as what's happening, awesome. I don't know if that's just a Predator visual or not, but could be very, very interesting.
There's a really good post credits scene, like just post credits, or credits visuals. I didn't know that.
Amazing. Look at this one, Andy. Like the propaganda stuff of the Predator,
cool.
Like, dude, oh my god, I love
really
this
creative.
movie.
Wish I watched it.
I would be very happy if they could get Schwarzenegger and Glover back for a sequel to this and have
do
them
another
be characters. I think Schwarzenegger would be. I think he's still got it like that, so I think that could be really cool. Very cool.
Absolutely. All right, Andy, we're gonna do a quick break to ads, and when we come back, we'll get to the plot. This episode is brought to you by Arc Raiders, a multiplayer extraction adventure game where most of humanity shelters underground, but raiders rise to the surface in search of something greater. In the Rust Belt, danger isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of the adventure. Every journey above ground is a gamble against the relentless machines of Ark and rival raiders chasing the same dream. Explore a lethal yet vibrant world scarred by old conflicts and reclaimed by nature, where shifting conditions makes every high-stakes run unpredictable. Adventure isn't a choice, it's the price of thriving. You've seen the boys playing Ark Raiders, and they're absolutely loving it on all those streams. You can join them too. Ark Raiders available now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC.
Hold on, we're almost there. We're almost there.
They got the
Why you guys checking
the Prey Girl and Danny Glover and Dot.
Oh, Tim. Yeah.
This would have been cool to watch on a TV.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Man,
Well, like,
that-
come on. Like, what an end. Like, the movie, I was looking at G. I'm like, I love this. This was so fun good. And then that happens. I'm like, are you kidding me? Ha!
When you said, when the Prey Girl shows up, I was like, what?
Well, actually, that's what I mean. The Prey Girl. Well, the Prey Girl's at the end of the movie.
Yeah. She's in the shot at the end, the very last shot of the movie is as it goes over, you see her.
Where?
And then it goes to
Right
credits,
before the credits.
and then it comes back up on that shot and then keeps moving over. So you see the Viking lady. You see, I think that's it. I don't think they have Torres or the Japanese character either.
I don't know.
Dang.
Maybe
No, because we see her. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, you see, it's the Viking mom because she's got captured, and I think presumably the other two get away. As it scrolls over, you see the character from Prey, and then as it continues, it goes to Danny Glover's character, and then
Damn, I definitely just saw the logo Predator Killer Cause like
Shut your eyes,
I
man.
love that.
What a great movie. Shuts his eyes immediately
300
asleep.
movies in review, and like what,
It's a-
250 of them have had post credits
Yeah.
and stuff. He sees the ending of the totally. He's like, oh, there can't be anything else.
I was like, God damn,
Time
dude.
to stream.
I'll tell you, this was after I shoot. But I was like, God damn, dude. Hit the Xbox dashboard menu, open up YouTube TV, put on Sports Center. That's exactly what I did.
That's so funny. But Nick, you got some fun stuff here.
yeah, a couple actors, notable actors from this that I think is cool. They got involved. Michael Biehn plays the older grizzled captain for Torres. He's like, Torres, you get him now.
When
I'm
I-
gonna kill this guy.
I had, I think I had done the IMDb before for this or whatever, and saw that Michael Biehn was in it. So
Yeah.
what? To your point, when they went and they showed the dog tags, I perked up thinking it was
gonna
going
be
to be
Hicks?
Michael Biehn. I was like,
Oh,
and I-
that would've been
And I was like,
sick.
wait, but how are like? I knew this is like not a reboot or whatever, but I mean, like you're playing with the timeline. I don't know what you know what I mean. Like I was like, is that going to be fucking
They
Hicks
pulled
from
Hicks
Aliens?
off the Sulaco
Yeah.
before he died. He's got his face half melted.
Yeah, exactly. All that sunk in. Then I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
It would have been cool as shit.
I'm glad
though,
I
and
didn't.
Still good.
I'm really glad I didn't bring up my criticism then of like, how are they alive over the different centuries?
That's very funny.
Makes a lot of sense. It is
and-
time for the plot.
Wait,
It is time for the plot.
There we go. And then
Never mind, just kidding.
Another actor who played the brothers Kenji and Kiyoshi was Louis Ozawa, who was the Yakuza from Predators. He played the Yakuza character, the guy that doesn't talk much.
Right.
And has an
So
awesome
sick.
scene with the Predator in the
Yeah.
tall grass at
Dude.
the very, very end of it.
Oh man, I can't.
And I don't know if
the similar
that's
scene in this.
I don't know if they were just like, hey, come back, or if that
I
character.
think it's like Michael Biehn. I think it's just like a fun like. Let's
But how
play.
dope would it be if that character's whole family lineage was just like badasses that kept getting
Yeah, maybe.
taken by the Predators? That'd
Rick
be really-
Gonzalez, of course, is Torres in this. But more importantly, he's Spanish and old school.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No way.
I was like, I know. I was listening. I'm like, I know this voice. I know this voice. And I clicked it. I'm like, dude, okay.
Funny.
Does he still got that fro?
No, well, I mean, not according to his IMDb page. He's got a
Oh, okay.
full back.
He gonna do one.
I was a handsome dude. I was a handsome
They don't
dude.
sell KY in the in the vats. We had to get them in these.
It is time for the plot. It is time for the plot. It is time for the plot. It is time for the plot.
Welcome everyone to Predator, Killer of Killers. Go forth among the stars and seek only the strongest prey. They shall be your trophy. Become the killer of killers.
Oh my god. What an
And then bring them all back when they've won and put them into this stasis so we can fight them again. You, that one guy. Thank you.
I watched this first part in the Taco Bell parking lot on my phone.
I started watching.
Brought my
this-
laptop, but the laptop's just dead, Nick.
Fair enough.
I was gonna watch it on my hotspot.
People are walking by like, oh man, look at this poor unhoused person. Talk about rappers everywhere watching fucking Predator on a computer. Anyways, we're back on Earth, everybody, if you didn't expect that. It's 841 AD. We're going to check in with the Vikings, all right? It's Anders and his mom. They're coming to attack, and we get the shield. Of course, they torture a guy because they're trying... Oh, they get there, and they fight a bunch of guys. Then they start torturing this guy. And this is when you knew this movie was on another level. They string this dude up, and they just take the axe and just gunk a little bit into his side. Like, ow! no,
my God,
fuck
into the
me.
tree, dude.
Yeah.
I love, by the way, that the expectation here is like, oh, this is Anders' story. It's about the kid. It's gonna be this.
Yeah.
Kid's gonna
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Such an overwhelming sirens on our end. Overwhelming. I want to go back and play Assassin's Creed Valhalla right as soon as I'm watching this. I'm like, oh fuck, I need to get back to Eivor. What's she up to? What's she doing over there? Anyways,
Yeah, this part had me just a lot like with crunchy taco in my mouth, going like, "Oh fuck, man!" Like, oh, it's just brutal, dude. It's so violent.
she puts it into his side. They're trying to negotiate or
I love that.
interrogate.
Like, there's like she kills or they kill everybody, right?
Yeah.
There's like just dead ones everywhere, and she goes, "They're the lucky ones."
Yeah. You might think
man.
you're the lucky one. Yeah. And I would assure you, I would not think that. If I was the last, if they came in here and killed everybody, kind of funny, and then I'm like, this ain't gonna end well for me.
No,
Yeah.
no.
They're gonna do the thing with my fingernails. I can't deal with that. I can't do that. You know.
I can't now.
Anyways, though, yeah, that happens. They get the information that he's out west or east. I don't know. It doesn't really matter for the interview. Don't worry about it. And then she's like, all right, son, time for you to kill him with your spear or whatever. And he walks over, and what's he do? He just lets this guy monologue. You know what I mean? You'll never get into Valhalla if you do this. They look bad on me. Killing
but-
him.
hey, fair.
Beast.
Fair. I don't disagree with this kid not doing it. This guy's being like, "I'm gonna hunt you." I'm
But
like,
if you,
I don't want
if
that
you
to
would have
happen.
killed him before that, you don't have to worry about it.
What do you mean?
Like,
You
if
think
he
you
put-
have to do the monologue in order to hunt?
I mean, that's what I did to the audience, right? So, I mean, that's why they're being haunted by me.
Great
But
got
again,
ahead
if
of
you
that
just
one.
did it, then he wouldn't have said it. And I mean, like, it's like, this
wouldn't
kid's
have
never thought about it. I mean, clearly he's thought about killing people before and doesn't want to do it that much.
Yeah.
This kid wants to be at home gardening. I get it. It's okay. He's not like me. He's not like his mom.
This
We're
week-
out there ready to kill.
This
Yeah.
weekend, I had to do a lot of just prep in my house, so I was like, I had to do a lot of like monotonous like
But child,
organizing of a bunch
child
of
locks
things.
on the drawers.
Not that yet, but I had to just do a bunch of bullshit. So I just had to put something I didn't really care about on the TV, and so I did a back-to-back movie marathon of Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, and the Marvels.
God, Elizabeth.
You know what I mean?
Olsen.
Because I hadn't seen any of them since theaters. I'm just
Sure.
gonna put these things
Sure.
on. It was a fun time. But the Thor: Love and Thunder, Lady Sif, like her arms cut off, and she's like, "I'm gonna go to Valhalla." And Thor's like, "No, that's only if you die in battle. Like you just got your arm cut off." It's so fucking funny.
It's a funny movie, man.
It's so funny.
Too
but
overhated.
Anyway, here we are
Overhated.
now. Talking about Valhalla again. I'm like, this fucking kid ain't doing shit.
This kid couldn't get it done, so mom kills him, of course. Meanwhile, of course,
Dude, and just chops him at the like from the waist down.
we see intestine. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah.
Ugh.
A lot of those moments. A couple times that happened.
Awesome.
I gotta think it's an homage to how Gary Busey went out in Predators.
Oh,
Predator 2,
right.
rather.
Of course, while this is happening, the Predator's watching. He's invisible. He's got a jet. You know all the shit the Predator does.
Always love the Predator effect, where the drop of snow hits like a
Yeah,
snowflake
yeah,
hits me. That cool octagonal
Yeah.
camo that they established in Prey. That's so cool.
Also, just a very fascinating. You know, with animated properties, you have the freedom to do whatever visually, and you know, I thought
Cox as big as you want.
exactly, yeah, just big old hanger, and I thought it was very kind of shocking and different to see a predator whose head was not as massive as their body. Where like we're so used to just gigantic ass head because it's
Yeah.
always like this
Yeah.
big ass helmet or big ass like prosthetic animation thing or whatever on top of a human body. But this was like gigantic hulking, sort of stereotypical like brute character in animated shit where it's always like little tiny head, big ass torso,
Yeah.
and a little tiny predator head. I was like, huh, haven't seen that in a predator universe ever,
He's
and it was
using the roids.
very scary.
Yeah.
When this
He
when,
was
he's,
very-
when he's chasing them, it was very scary.
Dude, yeah, being a monster. Them calling him Grendel. I love that. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Before all that happens, though, then your mama Viking tells Anders about her grandfather, right? And this is setting up the guy we're chasing, of course. That when he came to the thing, he took out the dad, and then was like, "All right, well, you've a little girl, you've got to kill your dad, otherwise I'm going to kill you or whatever." And then she wouldn't. And they're like, "Avenge me!"
Him yelling,
Right in the
"Avenge
chest.
me," and then the callback later.
Don't
It's
avenge
like
me.
that. That's what makes this movie fucking so
Awesome.
good.
Yeah. Predator's watching all this, like I said, as they go to bed. They wake up. They've made it to the guy who looks like Vandal Savage, his front door or whatever. And she does, what are we going to do? I'm going to knock on the front door. Fucking so cool. She's so badass. I love her. Then, you know, she knocks on the fucking front door and then just goes ham. Starts
my
fucking
God.
killing. She got the 2 broken shields. She's blocking shit. She's killing shit. She's stabbing shit. Her other guys running. They're stabbing and killing and fucking doing stuff.
It's all one shot, right? And you know, I have to do it because I am a male, and I looked at Gia. I'm like, that was a one shot.
It's a one shot.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I gotta point it out.
Yeah.
And she goes, is a one shot really that impressive in animation though? And I was like, it is when the choreography's that fucking
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like they knew what they had and they stayed on it because they wanted you to follow every single hit going on. And when it goes back and then turns around, it's so sick.
And it's especially more impressive because you got to assume on other one shots in live media that maybe the extras were a skosh off on their.
Like John Wick, you see it every once in a while with John Wick. You go, there's an extra little bit of like a beat of something in there.
And this extra was waiting around to
Just a
get hit
little,
by
you
something.
know,
And it
you
kind
see
of
it
like does.
Batman
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, here it's like everything is in the right spot at every moment it needs to be.
Interesting enough, though, I'll disagree with you a little bit. So I think they purposely
You saw
had
a boom mic.
No, I think I agree with you for the
Starbucks
most
cop.
part, but I think they baked in a couple moments of like, there's the couple moments where there's a beat of slowness into it that helps with the momentum for the rest of it, as opposed to it just being like, bah, 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 bah. Like I think a lot of the Spider-Verse stuff was purposely like frenetic and just boom, 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 boom. And there's a moment in this fight where she like, kind of stops for a second and then comes back up into it, like the actor had to take a break, and I think that's super cool because it adds to the realism of it.
Remember that True Detective one shot?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was what reinvigorated the
I was going to say, that really put it out there.
And
That
then,
was really
then
the
every
thing.
season, they're like, we got to have another one shot. And you're like, no, you don't.
Yeah,
True
I don't even
Detective.
see
You
Vince
really
Vaughn
don't.
sweating through this scene.
Just so much sweat.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin style. So yeah, all this killing happens. We see the Predator's footprints in the bloody snow as he starts to approach on the back end. They, of course, get to Vandal Savage's room. They bust in. He has no idea who they are. I love that. She's like, I'm Valkyrie of the Northern Seas, Ursa. Oh? And she's like, "Oh," and then it's like, oh, I remember killing your dad or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I love that he throws shade at her too. He goes, "Oh right." He's like, "You're the worst of your kid tribe or whatever that you any kid worth their shit would have tried to kill me and died in the process, but you ran." And she's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And you see for the first
Shit.
time, mom on the back foot, right? Like she's
Yeah.
actually been jostled by finally meeting the monster she's been chasing, and this isn't going the way she wants.
Steps it up.
Just fucking chops this guy's fucking
Also
head
dope. I mean, what a great setup here, right? We already see the Predator, so then we see this guy's head get cut off, and you're like, oh shit, the Predator's getting
Predator.
involved. No, he ain't. It's the fucking kid. Great stuff.
And then Predator pops out.
Fucking
I forget how he introduces, but I wrote bad vibrations, like from Superman.
He
Oh, right,
force
right,
his
yeah,
head,
yeah,
it
yeah,
falls
yeah.
down.
I wrote
Yeah.
bad vibrations. Remember that Superman?
Yeah.
Superman the movie. Remember that? You didn't like that line, did you? No.
It does beg the question. You go, what's the Predator's ulterior motive here?
Kill them all.
He followed this badass group of people, and they just murdered an entire like army before getting to this fortress. Why not attack them? You know,
Because
she's
they've
the one.
proven themselves now.
How many times they got to prove themselves?
I mean, here's the thing. Predator just flew in. He just got in from Tinseltown. And he's like, is there anyone worthy of me hunting here?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, there is interesting. They fucking cut this little man in half. Let's see if they can cut a few men in half. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And then he's like, oh shit, she shoved his fucking head into that blade made of a sword.
was
That's
crazy.
cool. That's cool. Let's see if she can kill this dude. Oh, fucking she could.
Yeah,
Well, she couldn't, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, then the fight pops off and he's got his little sonar cannon. He's like Shocker. You know what I mean? Shocker and Spider-Man.
awesome, right? Like, I mean, just again, we know Predator weapon stuff. We haven't seen something like this. And when he like blasted at her and she has her shield and it starts like ripping the shield apart,
It's so
sick.
fucking cool.
I did think that they showed a scope. Well, I mean, this is a little bit later. I'll wait till we get to it.
No, I think this is a much more loose review because there's so much action and I can't do it well.
There's not much plot here.
Yeah,
guess
so they brawl, they do the thing, everybody gets knocked down.
She's sneaking
She
in the
gets
ice
knocked over.
section.
Yeah, she gets knocked over, right, and lands in the through the ice in the water.
What does that mean?
It's cold.
Can't see her.
Cold.
Predator drops down. He can't see her. She's doing a little
Really?
thing of sucking little
Hold
bubbles.
on. Hold on. Really just makes you think that you sort of start to wonder about what the Yautja and their budgets for defenses are. If they've been dealing with we can't see cold stuff for this
You gotta
long,
think though.
we need advancements.
It's a warring nation. They do exactly like our country does. They put 99% of their budget into offensive weaponry and like 1% of their budget into healthcare. That's all they do.
It's also, think of it this way.
true.
The Yautja, a proud people.
Yipcha.
Alien. The Yipchas are proud people, right? Technological advancements have come along the way, but they're like, no, we have to go
Well,
hunt.
hunt.
We have to go hunt the very specific way we hunt, which is with thermal shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? We can't change that. We can't upgrade it.
Yeah,
like my grandparents fucking walked uphill both ways or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, but at no point in any of the movies have we seen them change that ever. Oh wait, yes,
Walks
we
uphill
have.
both ways. It's great.
You never heard that?
No.
Oh, really? It's like a very old saying. Yeah. We used to walk up to
I was like, what is Kevin? Oh, thermal cam.
Well, we're playing fast and loose with the thermals here too, because at one point the fighter planes go, we'll just turn our engines off.
Yeah,
and lose this. And I was like, you ever put your hand on an engine an hour after your car was there? It's still warm. Like,
Also,
But they were going so high in the sky.
Also, that one
Remember?
guy-
they're in the sky.
How did you solve the icing issue? The what? Tony! Iron Man! It gets icy up there. It gets icy in the sky.
That one guy also kind of pulled Kevin Costner in Man of Steel. You didn't need to sacrifice yourself like that.
No, dude, so unnecessary, but sick ass death though.
I mean, it was awesome. You could have just been like, no, just cut them both. We cut them both. Like, oh, we're both good now.
yeah, totally.
Let's keep on talking.
Very unnecessary.
Yeah, in fact, actually, one would argue that having two planes that were stealth shooting at the sky would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But Michael Biehn was like, I'm tired, I'm old.
Yeah.
I need a
don't wanna be in
moment.
this
No, like we could both cut our engines. Like, kid, I honestly just don't. I'm cool not living anymore. Actually,
Yeah.
like just
Got a good life.
I'm ready to die. Yeah.
I don't want to be hunted one day by these idiots.
So what I was gonna say real quick on this ice scene, we see one little semblance of they're throwing in a new little bit of parsley into this recipe right here. Here's a new little touch where he slides back on the ice, and I thought they're gonna
right
play
there
with that
you,
more.
Andy. Right there with you.
I thought that was gonna be a device that they used a lot more.
And it was so weird because he like shoots the thing and it blows up like one of the boats or whatever, and then slides back, and then shoots all the other ones and doesn't slide back.
Yeah.
And it's like, did he just learn to like hole up and he's gonna slide? I don't know.
You're talking about specifically for the ice sequence?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back when he blows
No.
himself back into
Like
the thing.
he shoots it and he slides back from the propulsion of it.
Oh, yeah, I think that's just establishing that, like, the propulsion of it, if met with the equal force, will push both
But
back.
then it didn't in the literally like 1 second.
Yeah,
later.
then he
He
just
planted
starts
his
shooting.
feet. He planted his feet.
I
totally.
wished it was like. I wish it was a device that they use where she notices like, oh, it's blasting him back.
Well,
He
she
doesn't have
did.
traction here.
She did, though, because that's how she kills him in the end, right? She, like, puts her shield up and sees the thing back behind him and goes, okay, that's going to blast him back that way. And then it blasts her out of the water and him into the...
But like, I wanted more fight
On the
scene.
ice.
Yeah, I wanted more of the ice stuff. Yeah.
Logically, it all makes sense. It's just it's a missed opportunity for sick choreography.
Yeah.
That, like they hinted at there.
Him sliding, her throwing shit,
Yeah.
like all sorts of stuff. But it was still awesome. Still very, very cool.
Yeah, very enjoyable. All of this was great.
Her under the water though. I mean, that's all one of the 80s had the quicksand and the lasers and shit like that. And
The Viking
I feel
times
like at
had
some
icy
point,
water.
like getting under icy water and like you can't get out. You're gonna die. Like that's just like maybe an 80s 90s fear as well. But her
real fear.
her finding
Still a
the
real
little
very valid
so is
fear.
quicksand, Greg. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to
Sure.
understand, like, you don't encounter quicksand a lot unless you grew up in, like, the desert, but idiots that grew up in the Midwest are encountering
Yeah,
fucking
we
lakes
were
all
always
the
very
time.
nice.
But like her being in the freezing cold water, I always think about it. I watched The Bear. Remember The Bear? Is the movie called The Bear? The one with Leonardo DiCaprio and The Bear?
The Revenant. The Bear is a great show about sandwiches,
Fucking Christ.
about Italian beef.
I thought Titanic. I thought Titanic with the icy water. You threw Leonardo and the bear out
To be
there.
fair, The Bear is a better title than The Revenant. I don't even
Well,
know
I'm
what
watching The Revenant, right? And the whole
Yeah.
time I watch this movie, I'm like, this poor man's so fucking cold.
He's so
Yeah.
cold.
I can't imagine being that cold.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing this Viking. I'm like, she's so cold. And she's there like sucking up the little air. And I'm like,
Air
"Damn,
bubble."
dude,
But remember,
so
Vikings
resourceful."
she's built different.
She's
Like,
built
this is,
different,
they
man.
were throwing her as
Built
a
up.
baby into the water and like figure it out.
Tim, this is in December when you're going down to the icy frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
Oh, yeah.
The Green Bay Packers are ready and prepped for this environment, and it's the opposing team that comes in and they're all fucked up. They're like,
cold.
we're not used to this icy weather, you know.
Yeah.
She's ready for this shit. But I did
They
think
say
after a
we
while,
say
she's-
the same thing about the Bears before the game starts at Soldier Field, and they still lose.
They still lose.
They still fucking lose.
They're doing good right now. The Bears are doing good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying that. Poe keeps me up.
Let me make sure.
Anyways, everything we just said happens. Yeah, he breaks a bunch of stuff. She gets the anchors him. There's a fight for it. Then she figures out the thing. He blasts, impales himself on the anchor. Right.
And it's
the
incredible. I mean, like, dude, like the anchor setup, the propulsion underwater, all that stuff. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. Like, there's nothing cooler about action choreography than you're seeing how the weapons are being used, and you're like, oh man, what if they did that? That'd be fucking sick. And then they do it, and it's even cooler than you thought it was going to be. And that's what this scene is.
I had I guess maybe we could save that podcast for the end, or
Sure.
podcast within podcast for the end. But I'm going to nominate something for which death is the best.
We don't do
Even
that,
though that's
no.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we do Chris Hansen.
We could, though.
When Predator gets a bow or gets an arrow through his, or he gets like some sort of sharp thing through his hand, and he's like, "Fuck!" And there's a person, and then he hits them with the shrapnel of the sharp thing sticking out of his hand, and like sticks them into the wall, and it takes his hand out of the dude. It was just like, this is so
Dude,
fucking awful and awesome.
The choreography for the entire Japanese part is my favorite part of this whole movie.
Let's get there.
That right now.
Anders dies, then it's the collar on. She's on the ship, and then we pull back a little bit and we find a man meditating.
I was like, at first we see her and she's like, oh, my baby. And I was like, oh, great end to this vignette. Then we go up and she's got a collar on. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
There's going to be something here.
It
We
was
see
a
the other person. I was
surprise,
like,
man.
oh, okay.
I didn't know it was going to be
There's
that.
an overarching story here somehow.
I
Let's
just
see
thought,
this. That's
I just
pretty
thought it
cool.
was 3 shorts. That's
Yeah.
very
Let's
cool.
go to Japan, 1609. We find 2 boys sparring. They're
Real quick, I just want to say,
brothers.
like, to Nick's point there, and with where we're at in this movie, at it feeling like it's 1/3. It's not actually. It's more like a fourth at this point, whatever. I loved how quick the movie's like moving, but also it feels substantial. Like, yes, the majority of it was action, but it's like action with character, and I feel like it. By the time it ended, like, if that was the end of their story, I would have been fulfilled with it. It would have felt good, but obviously it's better how it all adds up in the end. But jumping over to Japan, I was like, oh, that was just the appetizer for what we're about to get.
Yeah.
I one thing that the Japanese segment really kind of further reinforced in my mind is that whenever we get movies with really, really, really bad writing, it's like, you could just do what this did. Granted, it's not an hour and a half of silence. It's 30-ish minutes of silence or whatever, but like, there's no talking in this. We're getting everything we need characterization-wise, feeling, vibes, writing. Like, we're getting all of it just through looks and groans and, facial reactions. And so if you don't have like a very good writer on your staff, maybe just go this route.
Just get good actors.
Yeah, just like,
and a good cinematographer.
just do something like this. Cause like, I think one of my wishes during an earlier episode was like, I want a Predator movie where it is just like focused on one of the Predator Yautjas, and it's like kind of like, there's like almost no dialogue. It's just like a dude kind of surviving out there in the wild and kind of figuring out his own thing. And you don't need to have monologues and bad dialogue and people trying to do one-liners. It's like, fuck all of that, dude. This second part is, I think, as perfect as movie making can get.
Love that.
And I love that it's bookended too, right? It's very simple. Less is more on this. It's bookended with the 2 kids and the proverb of like, leaves on trees grow together, but they fall alone.
So
awesome.
fucking
So
cool.
And the swords, like the sticks clash, and they catch
the leaf.
and then it goes to the dad being like, which one of you guys is going to take over?
Dad's
for
like,
me?"
I'm not going to be in charge forever here. I'm a shogun, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in charge forever. Here's my cool armor. Who wants it? One brother won't fight. Other brother won't fight. And then he turns around, cuts his face.
So cool.
The fucking hat, by the way. And I love that, again, simplicity. Like Andy's saying, it's simple. It's all of this stuff is very beautifully done. The hat gets put down, and there's a slash, like a cool kind of lightning bolt, almost like Nike swoosh on it, but it's pointed upward more toward the kid that's more aggressive, and it's very subtle. He just puts it
Good
down.
stuff.
The one on the right ends up being the one that like ends up being the aggressive person and taking over for his father. It's very cool.
Our little boy with the cut face runs out. He's disgraced. He'll no longer be there. The other brother watches from daddy's arms as he runs off into it, and then we jump forward in time.
Boom, the sword.
The sword.
The sword. What was the first section called?
Shield.
Shield.
Here we find.
So badass.
very-
So cool.
But it's like the sword, and then blood starts trickling.
yeah.
Like, if I was a real massive fan of it, I'd get a shirt that said like the sword, the shield, the what, the plane,
The bullet.
The
Oh,
bullet,
shit.
the plane. We find a lanky predator. Again,
So cool.
if you all have wondered
Fucking
what
Spider-Man posing on the top of the roof, dude.
a lot of people are always like, when Greg describes the monster that is Langley M. Neely, what does he look like? And this is a pretty good representation. You know what I mean? This lanky ass predator.
gotta
He's
put
not the
2
big
pieces of
bulky
paper
dude,
Yeah.
right? He's he's got
Agile, yeah.
Scarier.
coming through the fucking trees and bushes.
Climb into your window.
At
ladder.
the Shogun's place, he's died.
sorry, Lane.
So we see the smoke go up, kind of like a new pope kind of thing going on, and that means he's dad's dead. And so we got Scarface out there, and he's like, "This is my I'm making my move now. Dad's dead. I'm gonna come fuck up my brother, teach him a goddamn thing or two about what he did to me in his life, right?" So now you have this like dueling plane. Well, kind of 3 actions, but it's really 2 actions with Ninja Brother and regular brother. And so Ninja Brother's coming across rooftops and doing all the cool run stuff, making me want to go back to play Ghost of Yotei.
I mean, until I saw like the old school Ninja Gaiden mask with the hood, I was like, Oh, I feel like I haven't really seen this. So I guess I did just play many different video games this year that are all very similarly kind of based in the same sort of time period. But I guess I was just expecting. Just seeing the ninja outfit, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, he's gonna do like a stealth thing. This is awesome,
and that's how he enters, right? Like going underneath the log, shooting the little thing.
Dude, and then he has a thing where all three of the dudes are trying to ring the bell, and he's knocking them out and catching them and grabbing heads right before it.
It's again, there's like nothing cooler than ninja choreography because it has to be fucking sick as hell. They have such unique weapon sets that are so damn cool.
The chain thing that he
holding one dude off the side and the other dude, and then you just hear the bell from across the way.
Do all
drops
that
the dude.
quietly. It's like
there was
awesome.
I think that my favorite piece of choreography in this is when the other guy picks up the mallet and he's about to hit the bell and he swings the dude in front of it.
Oh yeah,
he goes ka-thunk. And you're like, fuck, that hurt. And then there's my second piece, and we'll get to it. Is let's
get to it.
There's a moment, and it's very subtle, where the Predator's got the spear, and he puts it into a guy, and then it blades out and cuts him in half. And the main character clocks that.
Yeah.
So that later, when his brother is about to get his head cut off, he ducks his brother's head. And it's very subtle and very quick. And you're like, it's just shit like that where you're like, this makes me believe this character could do this.
They thought this through.
Totally. And he figured this out.
Ninja Brother gets the brother light though, and they have a fight, and they kick the sword away, and then he gets back to the sword, and they're all over the place, and they're dodging each other. It's really just fucking awesome, just awesome shit. But finally, Ninja Brother wins, then just has the Slayer just goes, and cuts his face.
And it's so good.
All he wanted.
Just like showing mercy, right? Like, that, like I'm not here to kill you. I'm just here to show you I'm better than you, which is just the best. And then he falls. And it's like,
he falls. But why did he fall?
Back up.
Because he's he's leaning against the plank of wood that his dad used, like to prove that the sword was sharp.
Come on, man.
And that little cut was a weak point, which is
great.
Cool.
Then Predator shows up, guards show up to save the ninja guy, right? Because guards show up, he's like, what the fuck? And then like the ninja guy's able to get up in the rafters, Predator just fucking eviscerates
that red smoke out of those clothes, or do you think those are staying forever?
Oh, it's got a smell also a lot.
It's got like a Halloween smell to it, right?
Yeah.
That can't be good
fog
for
machine.
you.
I think it smells like a smoke bomb, a firework.
Yeah,
which is a good smell. I like the way those smell.
I don't dislike it.
Right, exactly. All the guards get taken out in Predator, and then the ninja guy's like, holy shit, this guy's amazing. And I think he shows the stealth camouflage. He's like, holy shit, this guy's amazing. And then Predator goes, boop. Oh, there he is, right?
I just was like, he's hiding up in the rafters, and you as the audience go, you're not hidden.
Yeah,
he's in the shadows, and he thinks he is, and you're going, dude, he's gonna see you. And sure enough, he just looks up, and you see the bright spot right there. You're like, oh my god, that's so sick.
So then we're on to an amazing chase scene as they go. Eventually, our ninja guy flips underneath the side of the thing.
When
Predator
he
lands up there, and he just comes up and stabs him in the foot, and then takes off running.
I do want to say, like, when he is chasing him on the rooftops, it's the same level of fear I felt in my body when Hulk is chasing Natasha in Avengers 1. And it's just like, oh my god, like this is fucking scary, dude.
For me, such cool set pieces, like just set designs, even here, like going from the
pagoda
rooftops,
roof,
the insides, the outsides, it's very sick.
But we're seeing the chasing of it. He's camouflaged. You're seeing the rooftop tiles fall.
Yep, they're hearing him too.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, to Andy's point,
sound design in this whole section was incredible.
It's so hard, especially in an animated movie, to create that sense of dread that I got the first time watching the Terminator chase after like Sarah Connor, right? And they nailed it every single time here.
Eventually we keep pushing forward. We're doing the whole thing. I love this.
in the foot.
I already said that part. We push forward, and
we get we're skipping this, but when the two brothers fought, like one of the cool things was they do the Bucky knife drop thing, with a bigger sword.
Awesome. His brother also fights him with the dressing doll as well.
That's
kind of cool.
But I like to hear in the chase scene at one point when Predator's invisible and Ninja Brother throws the smoke bomb so we can see him as the smoke wraps around him. I thought that was really cool. Eventually, though, we make our way down to right in front of a river, waterfall, whatever you want to call it. Water. And it turns out the brother is not dead. Of course, he rushes our brother, who's like, no, we don't got time for this, and tries to
in a perfect brother moment, though. Because this is how brothers are.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
His brother goes,
what the fuck?
Just stops, 'cause it's like, oh, he's my brother. Like, he's got something going on.
Predator lands. They get into this.
This scene's
Go for it.
Oh, it's just dope.
Yeah.
This fight scene's awesome. And they immediately just go like, we got to fucking double team this guy.
Team up, man.
It's super cool. Sorry.
They noticed the Predator's I love it. Predator's got his own bombs and stuff, so they're going to use those against him. Like you said, ducks us down. They just, again, amazing fight. It's too cool for me to talk through it.
Dude,
brother gets
it's
stabbed.
immaculate. Like this entire thing is just like you're so riveted by how they're showing us what they're showing. And again, we know the story, we know the characters through very little dialogue. So every motion I feel like we're even more attuned to. And by the time like he gets up against the tree or whatever, it's like he's invisible though. And
Predators use his own bomb, or they use the Predator's own bombs against him. Boom, back in that tree. There's the green.
And
smash.
so we don't really necessarily know what's going on. And then we see the two of them very cinematic, very just like classic Jack
samurai
You
duel.
think they're showing down against each other.
And you look like you get the showdown of both of them drawing their swords, and it's like, all right, we're locking in. We're about to do the 1v1 Final Destination. Let's go.
And they've both been stabbed very badly.
Yeah.
One of them in the stomach, and then Ninja Brother in the shoulder.
And then the reveal of like he's tied to the tree. We're gonna double team his ass. It's so good.
And then the final moment where he's saying to his brother as the sun's coming up, and he was like, the leaves fall alone. He goes, well, you're not alone.
Oh
Yeah, beautiful.
come on.
Then he slumps over, and then we're back on the ship where he has a collar on. Ninja Brother has a collar on.
You think if he didn't put the collar on, he would just be like, oh, my brother's dead sucks. Castle's kind of lit though.
Yeah.
Probably.
My time now.
I would like to come up with a new podcast in a podcast that we'll just kind of maybe workshop right here, where it's just the things that Andy watched, where he thinks to himself, man, I bet you like these creators, relatives and parents are really proud of.
Hit the song.
It's a really long title. Like these songs.
The things that Andy watched.
But it's like can you imagine working on this, making this shit, and then you show like your parents watch it, like, God damn, my son is so talented. Like my son Daniel Trachtenberg.
Hell yeah.
Holy fuck. Dude. Like what a
Me too.
perfect piece of media this second section was.
From there, it's Florida. Well, I mean, we pull back from our meditating brother we just met to see the dog tags of Torres. Then it's Florida, 1941. The bullet. The car breaks down. He's racing around. Torres is racing around, chasing planes and look at him, and then his car breaks down and his dad shows up and he's like, do you know what's up with it, and blah blah blah, and he's like, no, he's like, you flooded it and I won't be here to save you, and he hands him his draft notification for World War II. But his dad does the cool thing of getting in there and like having the wheel and turning it and just like listening to the car. Like, I like that, you know what I mean? And yeah, from there then guess what, we're off to war. Torres is there. He's not. He's just a grease monkey. He's not actually fighting planes. He wants to go up in the fighting planes, but they're like, we're not going to fight in planes.
Yeah, I don't love the setup for this.
No.
Right? I mean, you have one in the prior vignette, you have a young brother that runs away and has to live on his own, comes back grizzled, scars all over his fucking face. Not just the one that his brother gave him, but he's fucked up because he's been through battle, and now he's like, you can extrapolate that he is, the things that have happened to him have given him the skills to be like an elite ninja. And in this one, I don't even think we ever see the kid fly before he just becomes like, he's just an amazing pilot, right?
Well, we know he's a pilot, but it's
Why?
like, what's the difference?
The guy
Because he's flown
that's
before.
what's that?
I mean, they said like if you want to get back in the skies, like you need to know this shit. Like they're not gonna let you fly until you like.
Yeah, but they say they're not gonna let you be a pilot until you know all this stuff. Not, hey man, you used to be a pilot, you've been grounded because you're Top Gun Maverick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they did make a note there, and I just didn't clock.
did.
But I was like, I don't understand how this kid's capable of being this great of a pilot when all these other pilots are like around him that have been like aces over the Pacific for like the last like 4 years.
My headcanon was that he had flown like crop planes.
Me too.
That was my headcanon.
Like he wasn't like a army pilot.
Yeah.
But that's again a criticism of this vignette. We see him chasing a plane in a car at the beginning of this. Why wasn't he flying the plane? Why he should have been flying the plane and failed and been like, shit, my plane's falling out. And dad comes and goes, oh, you flooded the engine of the fucking plane, which I don't know why that would make the engine light on fire, by the way, because if you flood an engine, pretty sure it just dies. I don't think it gets hotter, but I could be wrong.
I'm not a pilot.
No. Anyways, though, we're here in the Pacific on the ship, and then the happens real quick. The Predator just shows up. He's got his own fucking jet, and then people are showing up, and they're like, "Oh, he came out of the sky. He was invisible. He ripped the engines out. We're all gonna die." Blah blah blah. And that Predator attacks, and he's blowing holes in the side of the ship, and then the kid's like, I got this hunk of shit plane that I've been working on the ship over here. I'm going to go fly it. And he gets up there and it's fucking Looney Tunes. He's got to use a wrench on the thing because the handle comes off and he's doing this thing. And they're flying around and engines are being ripped out by this Predator with his superior technology.
The wiki page says in 1942, John J. Torres is drafted into the U.S. Navy as a Grumman 4F Wildcat fighter pilot under the command of Captain Vandy Vandenberg.
Okay, so he was a pilot prior, and they just grounded him for some reason, so he could work. I mean,
Yeah.
traditionally, and I could be wrong. I've never. been to war.
Torres grounded after a malfunction.
that he couldn't fix.
Yeah, okay.
Again, another. I mean, this is how stupid I am. I get caught up in the semantics of this stuff. The pilots don't fix the planes. They have engineers that fix the planes. Your job is either to fix the planes or to fly the planes. You don't get out of your plane and then go, guys, I'll get this one. I'll see you at dinner. I got to fix my fucking
He's
plane.
like
They have a
Shohei
whole crew.
Ohtani. He's batting and pitching, man.
And also, yeah, I am right. When you flood an engine, it just means all the gas goes into the spark plugs. They get too wet. They can't ignite anymore.
And so, to prove Nick wrong, of course, not only is this man fixing his plane on the ground, he's fixing his plane in the air, where he climbs out, leaves it on autopilot, climbs out, and just starts working on his wing and doing all his dumb shit.
And I would have a massive problem with the
Bring it up as a
believability of
flap.
this if I hadn't seen
We know that a man
Mission
can do
Impossible.
this. We actually
Dead
know
Reckoning Part
a real
2,
man.
who you actually
can
can't do this. So I will shut the fuck up. Because Tom Cruise once again has proved me wrong.
I believe this way more than Dutch fucking beating that guy in Predator Wild.
Dude, Schwarzenegger did so many steroids.
Predators burning people alive.
The Predator's fucking ship and the way he kills all the other ships is so sick. Him having the engines that kind of reverse the direction and like blow all the fire and stuff. And when they do that thing of going up and down and we get the shot of the engine burning that man alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's the most visceral, dope ass shot in this entire thing.
That was brutal.
So sick.
All this goes on. We get the thing where Vandy sacrifices himself because Torres figures out they can't see. They're tracking us on the heat. So Torres and Vandy fly up and cut their engines, but then Vandy just gets killed. And then Torres buy him time to cool his engine. And then Torres, just comes down and glides down and gets behind the Predator and then shoots him in his butt. And he's like, "Oh man, somebody shot me in the ass."
The Predator nets going around
Yeah,
the
crushing
planes
the plane.
and then like pulling it out. And then you're seeing all the body parts like in like 10 pieces. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like, by the way, that they've kind of dumbed down the power of the Predator ships here. And I don't know if it's because it was World War II or not, but we've seen moments in other Predator movies where the ships have like shields that just none of the earthly stuff can penetrate. And there's a moment here where he clocks, he's like, "Oh, flying through the enemy like barrage. They'll start shooting at me."
That's so sick.
And when we see the missile hit the ship and then it goes down, he's like, "Oh, that's great." And this is a moment of dread number 3 where he's flying and there's no music whatsoever. We just see the ship come out of fucking water, but the entire cockpit of it is just torn apart and exposing the pilot, who, by the way, looks a lot like the bad guy from Galaxy Quest. Love it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All that stuff is awesome.
Yeah. And then what I have here is he uses the hook and momentum to kill the dude.
And it's fucking
Yeah,
sick
he's
as
baiting
shit,
out
dude.
the shot. Show me, do it. Kill me. I'm here. Do it.
Come on,
Get off,
Dad.
he does say get off my plane at one point.
Does
which
he?
I appreciate.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Air
he's
Force
telling
One.
the
Yeah.
broken part. Yeah, get off my ship.
Do we think that's Air Force One now is canon?
Yeah, I do.
It has
Me too. Yeah, 100%.
the only thing I'll accept.
Cool.
And then from there, we go to the garage he works in after World War II, where a Predator ship shows up. Well, there's like a rumble, and he goes outside trying to figure it out, and boom, just a giant spotlight on him, and he's abducted. He wakes up from stasis, goes in and tries to talk to Mama Viking, tries to talk to Ninja, Stealth Brother, Ninja Brother, and they ain't having it, and they speak different languages. And the kid knows a little bit of Japanese and tries to use it. And this is where I'm just like, I don't need this comedy. This isn't,
See, to me, it's like I that stuff didn't bother me because I already said what I thought about the English voice acting stuff and his character. But I loved them not being able to communicate with language.
100%.
And I really, really loved I think it was the Japanese dude being like figuring it out. Like, did you kill one of them? Did we all kill one of them? And like slowly them needing to like have the communication with each other, but like just through whose side are we on, who are we backing up, like those like little subtle things I thought was so freaking good. And yeah, we just needed this guy talkie just to like get the stupid English guy in there.
Zondo says this would have been LaBouffe in 2008.
Oh, the Shia.
The kid, he
It
could have
would've
been the
been.
Shia. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Would have banned him.
I like that he knows just enough Japanese because he was, in fact, like he had to learn some Japanese because he was fighting in the Pacific War, which is awesome. And then I love the line that the Japanese brother says where he's speaking and Torres says something like, "My name is Torres, I'm a happy fish," or something like that. And he goes, anyone who argues with an idiot is an idiot himself. He's like, "I'm not going to waste time on this." It just walks away. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
They get out and find out that they are there to fight to the death. The one big Predator says that you all will fight, and the one who lives will then fight me to face me. to be
Become
the killer of killers.
They said the thing. Let's fucking go. And what are they gonna do? They get weapons.
Each
from
will get
their
a
tribes.
weapons from
Holy
one of
shit.
your tribes, and yeah, of course she gets her shield. She's excited. He gets his sword. He gets the ancient fucking gun again. He's like, "This is from my
Guys,
century."
guys.
And then we're off to the races. They all start fighting a second, right? But it's like, okay, no, we're not going to fight. And so they fight, but they don't fight. But they're trying to talk it out. But then they figure it out. And then then they start sending out the other predator stuff to kill them and fight them because they're not fighting because they need to be fighting. And the guy gets his arm cut off.
He gets eaten by a fucking.
Yeah. Torres gets eaten by a thing. Yeah. But he's
And-
stabbing on the inside.
For the smallest second, I was like, damn, maybe they just killed him off right there.
Oh, I thought so too. I was like, wow. After all, and I thought so too because of the more comedic element. I was like, yeah, like, good riddance with this kid. Like,
Yeah.
let's get done with it. But yeah,
He used
getting
it-
eaten kind of weird. We also don't know the rules of these things, so they're making up as they go, and that's fine. But I loved some of the shots of this, of like the samurai, like, or the ninja doing the sword stuff underneath.
Yeah.
And you see the sword coming through from his perspective. Like, the choreography of all this was very fucking
I
cool.
thought he was gonna slide out of the guts. With
I thought
the
so,
OTO
Yeah,
of
me
the
too.
belly,
Me
yeah.
too. Me
I
too.
assumed that, but no.
No, he doesn't. And eventually, well, his whole plan towards is like, I saw one of their ships, and if you get me in it, I can fly it. I know how to fly. I'm a pilot.
He gets in their little bike.
Little speeder bike because
Yeah.
they push the monster in and then he comes out in the bike.
I did love that when that little vehicle came out, I was like, oh, now this is the next thing that in this PvE little match right here. This is the next sort of obstacle they have to deal with.
Nope.
And it's just a maintenance guy,
Yeah.
like, just pushing the dead body.
You got it in my head, Ken. I was like, oh, that guy must be so happy. Because he's just like, I got it. I don't want to go kill anyone. I don't want to fight these other guys. Let me just fucking do the Zamboni.
Yeah.
I'm just the Zamboni guy.
Johnny, we need you. He's like, oh, shit.
I'm here, guys. Here.
Coming. Again, they get going. They see the plane. They head over to the plane. They get on the plane. It's a jet or a spaceship. Then as they start to take off, they harpoon it. The predators harpoon it. Mama Viking looks back at them and realizes she's got to go stop this thing. She turns around and just, don't avenge me, and jumps out and
It's
slides
perfect.
down.
It's so good. And we're jumping through a lot of the action that I thought was incredible here. Like, I feel like the team up sections we get, like the sword and the shield teaming up and the way that they would fight was like so damn good. And again, I think that we got such a great level of them learning to communicate with each other kind of through battle. And they just showed that stuff so well here.
I want to give a shout out to the costume design for the big bad guy.
So
With all the bones, like the
Yeah.
cape.
Yeah.
So sick.
She comes down. She is able to break the thing so they can fly away untethered. Of course, all the other predators grab her. The ship flies away off in the distance, and then our big guy goes, let's go hunting. And as we said, 9,000 ships surface to go after. Like, I don't know. They're
gone.
This is
And I was
fucking
like, woo, time for Sports Center.
Yeah, Andy turned it off as fast as possible. He's like, let's go hunk. I understand how this movie ends. We see that, of course, they have the ship. They refroze Mama Viking. There's a million other people on there they've frozen. But man, these predators lose a lot. They lose a lot, it turns out. And of course, they go over and we see the woman from Prey. Then it's more credits. Then we come out of the credits to see start on Prey Woman, then go over to see Danny Glover from Predator 2, and then go over to see the one, the only Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator 1. The end.
freaking love it. Hit it, Andy.
RaGu BaGu.
Welcome to Rad Guys Talk Bad Guys, the podcast within a podcast that started it all. This is where we rank and review all the villains of the AVP universe. Currently, the list has 14 on it. It goes best to worst. Number 1, Predator and the Trappers from Prey. Number 2, the Bad Predators and Perry White from BVS and Predators. Number 3, the Aliens Burke and Queen from Aliens. Number 4, the Predator in Predator. Number 5, the Xenomorph, Facehugger, and Ash from Alien. Number 6, the best facehuggers of all time and normal ass aliens, Rook and Baby Bob in Alien Romulus. Number 7 was Aliens Facehugger and the Bug Bad Queen in AVP. Number 8 is David and the Big White Guys in Prometheus. Number 9 is Predator, King Willie and Gary Busey in Predator 2. Number 10 is Little Pred, Big Pred, and Sterling K. Brown in The Predator. Number 11 is David and the Bloodspot in Alien Covenant.
Damn
Number
Bloodspot.
12 is
Bloodspot was a menace.
Baby
Danger.
Queen in Military and Alien Resurrection. Number 13 is 20th Century Fox and the Alien in Alien 3. And number 14 is Predator Alien, the Pred Alien and his minions in AVP Requiem. Where do we want to put Bone Cake Predator and all the other predators? I don't know. How do you want to?
I go number 2. They have so many cool weapons. They use them incredibly well. They're all different and unique as predators. Like, I am so damn impressed with these.
I mean, you get a decent pizza here, but you get a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's an incredible.
It's like it's
pizza.
not Toto's, but it's Pizza Hut, and there's 40 of them. So we're pretty happy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how it's not number 2.
Yeah.
Above the Queen.
So that leaves the Predator and the Trappers from Prey still at number 1. Puts the Bone Cake Pred and all the other Predators from Predator Killer of Killers at 2. And then the Bad Preds and Perry White from BVS and Predators goes to number 3. Andy, hit it. Welcome everyone to the Chris Hansen Award. This, of course, is How to Catch a Predator, where we talk about the best Predator deaths in each of the Predator movies and AVP movies. Currently, this is not a ranked list, but the awards so far have gone in Predator, Dutch, and his counterbalance, and Killzone. In Predator 1. Predator 2, the straight-up stupid fight. Alien vs. Predator, the face hugger getting the Predator. Alien vs. Predator Requiem, the Predator impaled by a tail. Predators, Nikolai and his Claymore. The Predator, the big Predator ripping off the small Predator's head. In Prey, it was the bro off of his horse stabbing the Predator. What is the best Predator catch in Predator Killer of Killers?
So let's just go through them, right? We got the anchor situation, which I thought was incredible. We have the parachute momentum thing in the planes, which I also thought was incredible, but less incredible.
Well, it's a samurai one.
Oh, it's the samurai one.
Come on.
I thought you were skipping it to get there. Blasted by his own bomb, cut in half by 2 swords. The samurai.
That's number 1. I know we're not ranking them, but it's fucking number 1.
Yeah,
was
come
sick.
on.
Yeah.
That one was amazing.
Samurai
I'm just
Bros
a
Deal
sucker.
Death goes in for Predator Killer of Killers.
I'm just a sucker for the samurai or the ninja taking out the sword.
I think you
and then like
fucking
just
go see Yote.
You
just like
really
stopping for a
would.
second, right? Just enough to see the wind blow.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then Andy hit it. Beep, 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 beep. AV, beep, beep, beep. AV, beep, beep, beep. AV, beep, beep, beep. Alien vs. Predator, preferred partner. Alien vs. Predator, preferred partner. AV, beep, beep, beep. AV, beep, beep, beep. Welcome back to the hit song and segment, Alien vs. Predator, preferred partner, where we go through all the Alien and Predator movies and tell you who our favorite partner in the movie would have been. For Alien, it was Jonesy. For Aliens, it was Newt. For Predator, it was Mac. For Predator 2, it was Danny Boy. For Alien 3, it was Charles S. Dutton. That stands for sexy. Alien Resurrection was Winona Ryder. AVP was Alexa. AVP Requiem was 90% Jesse, 10% Mutzy Mutzy. Number Predators. Predators was the Yakuza. Prometheus was David. Alien Covenant was Fassbender. Jurassic World Rebirth was Dolores. Superman.
Failed experiment.
Superman 2025 was Mr. Terrific. In The Predator, it was Sterling K. Brown. In Prey, it was Sorry, the dog, and Tabe, the brother. Alien Romulus was Andy. And in Predator, Killer of Killers, our preferred partner would be...
I'm going to say the brother.
The brother,
Ninja-
the samurai
yeah,
scene,
The two brothers, because that is his part.
Well, you got to pick one, right? I'm saying the Ninja Brother. Ninja Brother.
Oh, no. I mean, he's the main character
Yeah.
in the vignette.
That's
The other brother would
The
be
preferred partner, yeah.
He'd be my preferred partner.
What?
You can't have 3 leads. You can't have 3 leads. This is an ensemble, so that's how the rules go.
He's dancing.
It's like saying, who's your favorite preferred partner or friends? And I can't say Ross. Get out of here. Play me out, Andy.
I don't think it was resolved. I don't think we had a resolution on that.
Whatever he wrote down, if he wrote down like the samurai brother, ninja brother, it's not.
No, he just
wrong,
put
man.
Ninja Brother. It's just what he put down. It's Greg's world. We just live in it, his reality now.
We do have one more, Greg, that we have to get to.
Do we?
I mean, I don't know. There's face hug him or face fuck him.
No face huggers here. No face huggers here.
I mean, we did it for every movie, though, didn't we?
But there were
No,
face huggers.
no, we didn't. No, there's no face huggers.
If there were if
I guess we didn't do it in
I
Predator.
think it was. Did we like
there was
dogs?
some in Predators,
We had
I
like some
guess.
dogs and stuff. Like you know what I mean.
Okay.
Predator didn't use any like.
no.
He didn't have any fun guys.
No, he didn't have fun
Nothing
guys.
went
It was the
into-
one big
into or
guy.
out of
Yeah, but he
it.
wasn't
Didn't like,
fun.
fuck him.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, to be fair, Torres is sort of like a face hugger because he goes into that monster's mouth. It goes down its throat.
I disagree.
You know what? I'd like that. I'm glad that you disagree with that. Thank you.
Oh, God. All right, everybody. Now it's time to rank the Alien and Predator movies. Kevin, before you bring it up, we're going to go through each of our rankings. Gregory, let's start with you.
Hello, I hoped you wouldn't. Where did you send that? I need to look at where I ranked it. There it is. I got it. Hello, Timothy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. For me, I put this at number 7. That's below all the good live action ones, and then 8 for. So for me, I guess I'll read through it. Okay, Alien, Romulus, Predator, Prey, Predators, Alien, Aliens, Predator, Killer of Killers, then Alien Covenant, AVP, Requiem, AVP, The Predator, Predator 2, Alien Resurrection, Alien 3, Prometheus.
Andy.
My top 5 is number 1, Aliens. Number 2, Prey. Number 3, Alien Romulus. Number 4, Predator, Killer of Killers. And number 5, Predator. I put it at number 4.
Nick.
I put mine a little bit lower on the list. I put mine at number 7 after Predator 2, which I know. I just love Predator 2.
After Predator 2.
I did. I just love
I respect you for that.
You know, here's the thing.
You.
It's like this movie's great. It's the choreography is fucking amazing and the action is amazing, but there's just not. I like the traditional hero's tale story. I like to get to know our characters a little bit more. And this is more, a series of shorts. Love it for what it is. Could have ranked it higher any given Sunday, but I just go, what do I want to watch again? This or Danny Glover's Sweat?
Danny Glover
You know what?
sweating
Let's
in
go back
LA.
and watch Predator. And then every time I watch Predator 2, I'm like, man, it's not that good.
Yeah. And Nick, that is the difference between you and I. I put this at number 3. And I really debated putting it at number 2. But at the end of the day, I was like, Aliens, there's just too much culture there that I have to keep it there. My number 1 is Prey. 2 is Aliens. 3, Predator, Killer of Killers. 4, Alien, Romulus. And I think that those movies are in a tier of their own. Then you get down to Predators that I'm like, I really fuck with you.
Yeah.
And then everything under that, a little less so. But I loved this, and I feel like it is some of my favorite characters, some of the most fleshed out characters. They gave us little, but the most. Because most of the characters in these movies aren't that great.
Olivia Munn.
How dare you? She's a scientist, man.
But I am fully here for the Trachtenberg Alien Predator universe, and I hope that Badlands lives up to this. And definitely with Prey. And if they do, we're fucking cooking.
Yeah.
Now here's the question for the table.
Yeah.
Do we see a xenomorph
In Badlands?
in Badlands?
We haven't done the full ranking, right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Thank you very
They
much,
get
Andy.
mad when we don't do that.
Kevin, can you,
What we don't do what this show's all about.
Can you bring up the rankings, please? Number 1, Aliens. Number 2, Prey. Number 3, Predator. Tied with Alien Romulus. Then at number 5, Predators. Number 6, Predator, Killer of Killers. Number 7, Alien. 8, tied, AVP, Alien vs. Predator, and Prometheus. 10, Predator 2. 11, Alien Covenant. 12, AVP, Requiem. Tied with The Predator. 14, Alien Resurrection. And 15, Alien 3. Boom. There you go, everybody.
Good job.
what a solid, top 6.
Yeah.
Top 7.
Yeah.
Top 8.
No.
We're getting, are we getting to, what do we have, 15 there? I think, yeah, well, whatever. 16 total. We're getting to a place where I'm like, almost half of these movies are good.
Almost half the movies are good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
Like I would put
surprising.
my top 8 are decent, fun, I would say good movies.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
The same cannot be said for other series.
Lots
Yeah,
of
but
them.
the bad in this though really drags it down. I think the
That's
delta
true.
between the good and bad makes this a tough franchise to recommend. But I think that problem's getting solved where I think that there's enough good ones that you could just watch the good ones. Don't even worry about any of those.
Definitely.
Fine.
I mean, that's a solid 30 hours worth of content right now. I can't do math right now.
But yeah, now predicting, do we see a xenomorph?
I don't think we see a xenomorph in Badlands.
I don't feel like I know enough about what we're doing in Badlands to make an educated guess.
I mean, I'm just saying this based on what we've seen from Trachtenberg and
Yeah.
seeing how he's teasing stuff.
Then probably, yeah. Then
I think we
probably,
see
yeah.
a face hugger.
Here's the thing.
Like-
from
Maybe we
Hey.
see David. What's going on over here?
Alan.
Oh.
No,
I-
Jurassic Park. Alan.
Yeah.
I'm cautiously optimistic for this one because when I saw the trailer for Killer Killers, I was like, "That's going to be dope." If they just keep the energy of the trailer going, that's going to be sick. I've seen the Badlands trailers. It's interesting, but it doesn't immediately grab me. So we'll see what happens next week.
Right?
Fascinating. This is my first Alien or Predator movie in theater since Alien versus Predator.
We don't wear pants when we see these movies in theaters.
Yeah, it's crazy, Andy. They don't let
They
you
don't
wear
wear pants.
pants.
They'll take
It's a new thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bicycle shorts or Donald Duckett.
We'll be back next
Refuse.
week with Predator Badlands in review. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, have a marvelous day.
who was a preferred partner? I don't know.
Alien versus Predator, preferred partner.